Hi student, hi friends, I am Ansit Tiwari. Today in the 11th class geography book, the book where we will see India physical environment, and our going on lesson is the structure and the physiography. Today in the series of the mountain range, we are just studying nowadays the latitudinal division of the Himalayas. So in the series of this latitudinal of the Himalayas, today we will see the Darjeeling Himalaya and the Sikkim Himalaya, because this is the very small regions, and this Himalaya is separated, or you can say found between the Nepal Himalaya from the west and east, the Bhutan Himalaya. So this is very important region for the deep valleys, for the highest mountain also in India, such as Kanchenjunga. You can see well the Makalu Hills, the Everest, Mount Everest Hills, peak, they are very highest mountain in the world also. So student, this region is very you will say important, not only for the scenic beauty, but also this region is a very important for the, you will say, important crops of India, like the tea, because tea gardens has been developed in this region because of the Britishers, when they had made the administrative center of this region. So they had found the very kind of a favorable physical conditions which made them to just take the decision to make this region as a hub of tea gardens, tea plantation. So many of the, you will say, physical conditions which were very favorable, which made them also to just encourage to start the tea plantation, tea gardens, such as the moderate slopes, because in this region the moderate slopes means the Himalayas which have the slopes which are very moderate, because throughout the regions they have the kind of receiving of the continuous form of the rainfall. This rainfall which make these hills, the slopes are very moderate, and which are very will say favorable for the production of tea plantation, tea gardens. Second important thing, the thick soil cover, because thick must be very will say important, and if it is very will say strongly covered in the slopes of the Himalayas, slopes of the hills, which make the kind of continuity of the crops in the consistency in the production, which make it very will say good crops in this region. Third important condition is the high organic content, which also found in the thick cover of the soils, and which make the soil very will say favorable, very nutrient full soils. And next one is the well distribution of the rainfall throughout the year. That is very important thing. I can say this is a very important and a final physical condition which make it very will say profitable for the tea gardens plantations. And last one is the mild winter, because in this region the mild winter which also encourages the production of tea plantation, and that make the region as the hub of tea plantation, tea gardens. So student, you can better understand. Now we will see the rivers. Teesta river, this is a Teesta river, and this rivers which come from the Himalaya, Nepal mountains, Nepal Himalayas, and that just come to India through the Sikkim to the Assam, then via through to the Meghalaya, then just joined with the Brahmaputra river, then joined with the Ganga river, and then finally to fall into the Bay of Bengal. So this river also make the, will say, fertile region of this region, because this is the perennial rivers also. Perennial rivers means the rivers which flow throughout the year, and which have the main source from the glaciers of the Himalayas. So student, hope you understand well all these topics. Now we will see some other important side topics, such as the more attractive in the absence of Shivalik formation, because in this region Shivalik formation has not been found, because Shivalik formation means where there is the metamorphic formation has been seen, but due to the absence of Shivalik regions formation, so this region have the kind of availabilities of the dual Dwar formation. Dwar formation means the kind of dwars which I have just classified, means compare between the Shivalik formation and the Dwar formation. We will see later. Scenic beauty of the Darjeeling and the Sikkim Himalaya, which is very we will say attractive for the tourists, for the visitor, especially the pilgrims who also visited to this religious center. They also just go passes through this region also. Now student, we will see the differences between the Shimalik formation and the Dwar formation. Shivalik means the mountains range, and Dwars means the plains which is made by the flood, and it is the Tarai regions. That is called the Dwar formation. Shivalik formation, that is you will say just progressive due to the metamorphic presentation, and Dwar, that is made by the you will say sedimentary process, because this region is made due to the perennial river system which just carried and forward the deposits of the they just carry the sediments and deposit in the regions, so make it very fertile for the you will say good crops of the tea and the coffees. So this region is very important. But Shivalik region, that is not very metamorphic, and you can find the innermost Himalayas of this region also. So this is the Shivalik formation, and this is the Dwar formation. Dwar formation, you will find the different type of the low passes. These low passes are the very attractive as the tourist spot, and mostly the visitors or the tourists move across this region also. So this region also the very important for the Himalayas mountain and the deep valleys. This Himalaya, I can just make the circle here, means we are studying this Himalaya, that is extend from the west of the Nepali Himalayas and up to the extent to the Bhutan Himalayas. So student, hope you understand and enjoy this video lecture. If any kind of the doubt, you can comment it, and you can also share your comment with me if you understand and just enjoy this video. So please share it, comment it, and subscribe my channel also if you have not subscribed it. Thank you.